100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards. Run it.
All right. CRYSSY BANDZ, thank you for sitting down with us today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So tell us, what have you been up to? We just heard a great performance. You know, what's in the works these days?
So what's in the works? More singles, another EP, and just continuing to push forward towards my goal.
Nice. What's the name of the EP?
So I didn't name it yet.
Okay.
But I know it's coming. I just had to revamp a few things. You know, a lot's been happening in the last couple of years, so I just had to, you know, sometimes you got to take a step back, analyze, and just get right back to it. So
Gotcha.
That's pretty much where I'm at right now.
I see in the last year, 2023, you had a track with Bigg and a video and all that. Tell us about that process.
Yeah, so that was actually dope. My manager at the time, I kind of told him about, hey, this dope artist named Bigg. He's from the Bronx. I would love to do a song with him. And then a few years later, which was 2019, is when we actually did the song. We linked up in the studio. I already had the track referenced for him. And then he put a verse on it. Then he was like, you want me to do the hook? I was like, hell yeah. You know, he's great with hooks. So, and it was a cool experience. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a few tips as I was recording it, re-recording my verse. And yeah, it was a dope experience.
What are some things you learned through that process?
I learned that we're all human, even when we're fans. You know, we're all human, and just, you know, humble yourself. Don't be nervous. Just be authentic. And yeah, the first impression is the best impression. So you just got to stay on point at all times, and just count your blessings.
I like that.
Pretty much.
Speaking on that, like, what are some misconceptions you would say people have about being an artist?
I'd say it is hard work, but when you're really passionate about it, like, nothing is gonna stop you. So, like, people think that, you know, they can't go on because they don't have this or they don't have that, but it's like once you just have that mindset and you really focus and dedicate yourself to it, it's not as hard as you think, you know?
No, for sure. Like, in terms of this year, what are some goals and some things you're trying to accomplish?
Well, I definitely want to get like my numbers super up there. I'd like to get a few more big features, you know, with some dope bigger artists than myself. I just want to elevate in my career. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this little setback that I had kind of just like, you know, put me back a little bit. But like I said, tunnel vision, and I'm gonna just keep it pushing. So the goal is to just keep going and just make it, basically.
Who are some artists that you would want to collaborate with?
I'd say definitely Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown. Nicki Minaj, of course. That's my girl, forever will be. And 41. I like 41. I like the sound, the wave they got going on right now. So yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Oh, also Sleepy Hollow. I love Sleepy Hollow. Definitely will work for him.
Nah, Sleepy Hollow is dope. In terms of like starting out in the game, like, who were some influences when you were younger that you know kind of got you into music?
I would say Biggie and Nicki Minaj. I'm a huge Biggie fan. I was born in the 90s, so like I wish I was an adolescent in the 90s, but I love that era. But Biggie, like I feel like he influenced a lot of the way that a lot of the ways that I rap. And Nicki Minaj being a female and her paving the way for, you know, females, she was a big influence when I started taking rap seriously. So yeah, those two.
I like that. And tell us about some things, you know, you would maybe want your fans to know about you that don't have to relate to music.
I am a little impatient when I'm like when I say I want to do something and I'm focused on this. I'm very impatient when things like the plan starts like, you know, becoming all over the place. This person said, yeah, he was going to do this and they didn't come. Like, I'm very impatient when it comes to things like that. So I'm trying to work on it, you know, everybody, you know, but I mean, I don't really have too many things that I'm very positive. I like to, keep positive energy. So it's not too many things that, that's bad to look out for. Just that.
No, it could be good things. Like, what are some hobbies, some things outside of music you like to do?
Um, I like playing volleyball. Volleyball is fun. Definitely like hanging out with my friends, my family, spending time with my daughter, things like that. But uh, I don't know, like my hobbies are music. You know what I'm saying? It's my passion, and it's just that's where I want to go. So I'll be like really focused on that.
What's your favorite thing about the music process? Is it the writing, the putting the track together? Like, what's the element?
Definitely writing. When I get a bar, like it's like, oh, like I'm by myself just going crazy. Like, oh yeah, this is. I can't wait to go record this. Like the writing process is definitely my favorite part.
I like that. And I know we're about a quarter way into 2024. What are some great memories you've had so far this year? Some things you're proud of?
Definitely putting out my first single for the year because it's my first single ever since I've been revamping, and just the feedback and the love and support that I thought that I somewhat lost, not really lost, but like had to regain. So I was really proud dropping the song. Even now, like people love it. It's still, it's stuck in people's heads, and I feel like it's the potential hit. You need that one hit. So I'm very proud of that. My first single, "Glow."
Nice. And it seems like you're constantly progressing, growing your fan base, growing your audience. Like, obviously, your hard work has got you there. But who are some other people on that journey that you would maybe want to shout out who have helped you along the way?
Um, I definitely want to shout out Nicki Minaj for acknowledging me at the time that she did. That's very big for me, and it will always stay with me. Um, I definitely want to shout out, my friends and family, my support team. It's not many of us, but they are really dedicated behind me. You know what I'm saying? And just my fans and my supporters. People who have gotten me where I am today. Yeah, I'm thankful for my support team.
Tell us about the acknowledgement from Nicki Minaj. How was that moment?
It's funny because I had did a cover to her Chun Li, and it went viral, and I was kind of sad that she didn't like repost it or like comment or whatever. But you know how it goes. So when the Megatron, when her song came out, she did the Megatron challenge, and out of millions of people, it's funny because I was like, she's not gonna post it. I bet my little sister $5. Took a nap. I woke up. She posted it like, and it was like a swipe left, and I was the first one. So I was like super hype about it. I gave my little sister $10 actually, and yeah. And then after I didn't win, but I was still the top 4 out of millions of people, so that was really big. And then she actually rapped along to my lyrics on Queen Radio, and that was just like so surreal for me. She knew certain words, and I was just like, wow. So I will always love her for that.
Any up and coming contemporary artists right now that you're respecting that are doing their thing in the city right now?
Definitely Lola Brooke. I love her to death. She's from Brooklyn. I knew her, before she got big, big. We weren't close, but we definitely knew each other musically. Always showed each other love every time we saw each other. And I'm so proud of her because I feel like, you know, that will be me soon. So very proud of her.
And I know you got 2 films coming out. Can you tell us about those?
So I do have one that's already out. It's called Small World. It's on Tubi. Um, you have Tahiri and Jim Jones in it. That was a dope experience a few years back. And then we have one coming out called It Ain't For Everybody. And I'm not sure what platform it will be on yet, but we have Corey Guns is starring in it. And then you have features, guest appearances with people like Miss Hustle, Jadakiss, Dave East. So that was pretty dope for me. And I'm excited to see when it actually comes out.
Nice. Tell us about the acting so far. Are you enjoying it? Like, how's the process been?
I love acting. If you go back to a lot of my music videos, I've reenacted a lot of movies. And yeah, I feel like not if the music doesn't work out, because it would always work out, but like that will be my plan B, acting. My longevity, I would say, because Yeah, I just love acting. It's just dope to me. I want to be on TV. I love being like the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? And it's another one of my passions. So
I love it. A few more questions. So next 5 years, where you want CRYSSY BANDZ to be?
I want CRYSSY BANDZ to be sitting up in her mansion, you know, just looking back at old times and just like seeing my mom retiring her from work, you know what I'm saying? And just giving my daughter a better life, making good money doing what I love to do, making money in my sleep, you know what I'm saying? And just relating to people, changing people's lives with my music. That's, I just want to be a great influence on the world.
I love that. I love that. And last question. Just tell us, growing up in New York, some things you love about the city. Any special memories here as a New Yorker?
Yeah, definitely. Stomping grounds. Like, I just love the culture. My family's Trinidadian, so I love the Caribbean culture, especially where I'm from, East Flatbush, heavy on the Caribbean over there. I just love the whole community, the stars from New York, Kim, Biggie, Nas, Nicki, like just everything about New York is just gritty and it's just like the grind. And when you make it out, it's just like I'm from New York. Like this is where I came from and this is where I'm going. Like I just love everything about the city.
And last question, anything you want your fans to stay in tune with and keep them updated with some exciting things happening?
Yeah, just stay in tune for more fire dropping. Just you're gonna CRYSSY BANDZ is gonna be undeniable. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna just hear it constantly. Be prepared for that, and be prepared for this, cause I'm changing a lot of perspectives with this right here and this right here. So just stay tuned for new music and a new feel to the game. Period. Just stay tuned.
I love it. And lastly, where can the people follow you? What are your tags on social media and all that?
Make sure you follow me on Instagram, CRYSSY BANDZ with 2 Z's. On all platforms, CRYSSY BANDZ with 1 Z. YouTube, Tidal, Spotify, iTunes. I'm everywhere. Just make sure CRYSSY BANDZ. Be outside. Brooklyn.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
That was amazing.
Definitely is a vibe, always.
I like the track too.
Thank you. Yes, make sure y'all download Glow.
Hell yeah. Yep.